And we're live! Yay! Do I need to get my ring light? Do we care how shadowy it is on my face? I don't know if we care. All right. Okay, we're getting an ad, and then we will introduce our special guest once we have ascertained whether the audio is working well or not. All right, how's our audio?
Good.
Okay.
I'm definitely muting it because
There is definitely some lag, but there always is. Maybe we will finally have good internet soon once the people finish installing it, even though they keep coming out. They've come out now 3 times, and each time I was busy. So the first time they came out, I was in a client call coaching session. And the second time they came out, I was cooking eggs and didn't have real person pants on. I was just in my pajama pants and slippers. I was like, are you kidding me? And today they came out and I was riding a horse. Not even my horse. I was riding the dangerous horse. And I'm like, are you serious? Fuck off. It's like they know. I don't know how they know. Anyway, we will introduce our special guest. I don't think anyone guessed it. Would you like to come around and say hi real quick here? Our special guest tonight is Cassidy. Woo! She's going to be helping MC tonight because yes. Adam is gone helping. Adam's best friend just had some fairly serious surgery, and she is recovering from that. And Adam is helping because he's a good friend. So, hello, everyone. I'll let you come in, get comfortable. Cassidy will be keeping track of things. Speak loudly from your corner, Cassidy, so that people can hear you.
I'll use the diaphragm.
Yep. It is, yes, Firelight, it is Adam's danger horse. I was riding, and she tried to yeet me. She did. She tried to yeet me. I remained unyeeted. I'm stickier than Adam. I'm harder to get rid of. She yeets Adam on a regular basis, but I am harder to yeet. Not for lack of trying, though. She's so naughty.
Too spicy.
She's too spicy. She is a spicy horse. The human yeeting horse. She's good at it. She was a little confused why I didn't yeet when she finally stopped bucking. She was like, "Oh, you're still up there, huh?"
She's like, "This is rude."
How dare you? You see, I had my first mistake. I had the audacity to ask her for a trot, and that was not okay. All right, you guys. I don't have a theme. So I'm just going to start drawing a cute little thing to start while you guys settle in. And if anybody wants to think of a theme, otherwise, just whatever postcards ideas you want. I already know Firelight's going to suggest Bigfoot. We're walking.
How many postcards do we have as Firelight?
9. We have a lot this month. I wonder how I just kind of realized that I make weird faces while I draw, and I wonder how many weird faces I've made on stream and not realized it because I'm looking down.
I feel the same way.
Just
Thomas Freeman says the nerve of some writers not to be heated.
It's true. It's extremely rude of me.
Also, Firelight says they have 5 progressively unhinged suggestions. And that we're here for the weird faces.
Are all of them Bigfoot, Firelight? How many of them would you say are Bigfoot?
Firelight says, no Bigfoot, but I could do Bigfoot ones after.
Someday Firelight's going to be like, Julian, something tragic and horrible has happened in my life. And the only thing that will cure it is if you draw Bigfoot for me. And I'm going to have to draw it.
That is true, you would. Thomas says 5 different variations of Bigfoot.
All of them increasing in unhingedness.
Yeah. Like the unhinged Pokemon combinations that you can do. Firelight says their life is full of tragic and terrible. So many possibilities.
Don't try to convince me, Firelight. I know. I'll know. Know if you're lying. Firelight's like, you know what? I just remembered that my entire family just died. If your entire family is dead, Firelight, please just don't tell me. Let me remain ignorant. Hey, Nigel. Hi, buddy.
Firelight says there's not lies.
Hi, buddy. Hi. How's it go? You want me to spread out your heated blanket for you? Here. Let me get it. Get your blankie. No. I gotta turn your blankie on. Okay, blankie is on. All right, let me spread it out for you. There you go. All right, everyone. No one panic. Nigel has his heated blankie.
Blessed by 2 cats today.
Yeah, Jojo's over here, just fully vibing. You get to see her butt.
Also, hello, Firelight. They also say no lies, but we're not here for a downer stream. And they say hello to Blanky Nigel.
Can you see him making biscuits over here? Yeah, he's got to make biscuits before he lays down. Those are the rules.
They also say hello to Giorgio's butt. Lunar Muse says it's not a stream without Nigel.
It's true.
Thomas said that they didn't even see Giorgio behind you. Oh, we have a theme suggestion from Candy Bug.
Oh, what is it?
How about a theme based on that side character whose hair colored is always mentioned every time they're brought up, like lilac-haired Blair or pink-haired Imogen? Strange it happened twice so far.
I know, it's becoming a trend, and I don't know how to feel. What would we like just be using that as a like? I'm intrigued, but I don't know how to turn that into a theme. So please elaborate. It's just we just draw whatever we want, but we give them all pink hair.
Let's see. Firelight says idea number 1: Wolverine as a Wolverine. See if you can guess my theme.
Oh, I might have some suspicions.
And then Thomas says, "You guys, what if we forget what color the hair is?"
I know. What would happen? What if the author was to ever introduce the character without first reminding us what color their hair was? There's a chance we could forget. I think I want to change this slightly. You still making biscuits there, Nige? You made some good biscuits. I think he's making biscuits and hoping my lap will open up, but alas.
Firelight says every postcard character needs to have a special girl hair.
Exactly. Even if it's something that doesn't have hair, it just has a wig.
They also say card idea number 2: Deadpool as a red panda. Lunar Muse does say the only thing they can think of is cats, which is always a good thing.
It is. I do rely on that theme very occasionally. And speaking of which, here's our first card that I just drew. It's just a kitty in a coat.
Speaking of cats.
With a hot chocolate. I usually just kind of start out drawing a cat and see where that takes me. All right. So we've had a couple of suggestions, mostly from Firelight, which is not a bad thing.
Yes. So far we have had Wolverine as a Wolverine. We've had the character whose hair is always mentioned every time. And that every postcard could have special girl hair. and Deadpool as a red panda and cat theme.
Well, let me go look at some Deadpool. I do like drawing red pandas. They're very cute. So you kind of have got me over a barrel there. But the question is, do I give him special girl hair?
It could be like when he stapled the toupee to his head, he just had, after when he took it off, just like the little sprigs of wig hair. Candybug says, how about a crow as a spy master?
I think I finally named my spy master for my book that I'm working on right now, because like I have this guy who's a spy master, and I kept waiting and waiting for him to like tell me what his name is, and he's very shortly going to have to introduce himself, and I'm like, you're running out of time, my guy. Like, what is your name? And obviously it's going to be, so his title is the Eye, but he also has like a fake name that he uses, which is the one that I don't have yet. And then, of course, it'll be his real name, which I also don't have yet, but that's not as concerning because he's not going to tell anybody yet. At least not in book 1. Ah! Well, I just launched my pencil. It's under the... No. Nah. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. But everybody's like, he should have an ordinary name like Bob or Tim. And I'm like, yeah, for his real name. But this is like the second of his aliases.
Firelight asks us if you could do the red panda with special hair, not without making him Lady Deadpool.
That is the challenge, because like definitely giving him a pigtail would be the easiest.
Thomas is excited for the red panda with special girl hair. And Lunar Muse comments, I thought the hair and eyes thing was an anime thing that's been leaching into literature.
It's like to me, it's definitely a DeviantArt thing. You know, when we were all young and making our own like character, our own super special OCs, do not steal. We had to have them have special hair and rainbow eyes or purple eyes. Purple eyes were really big. Like that was it was very important that our character was super over designed. But apparently now we've all grown up and we are writing that character.
They do say that, or Lunar Muse does mention, they say having given a character violet eyes.
It was a thing. It is a thing. I don't know. If you want to do it, go ahead, but it's just silly to me.
Tamora appears being very guilty about it.
She was the OG, though. She was giving people violet eyes before everybody had violet eyes.
Even the cats.
Yes.
Firelight says, idea number 3, Cassandra Nova as a ferret.
All right, I'm dumb. Who?
Let me Google it. I'm not sure.
Whomst?
The badass bald lady from the new Deadpool movie.
Oh, okay. The villain kind of.
Candybug says your spy master's real name should be Tom Jerry Bob. Just a list of first names.
Robert McBoberson.
Firelight says this is Bill, the Eye.
He's actually a character that was going to be in a Dragon Age fan fiction, but I never wrote it, so he's escaped into.
Lunar Muse does mention that they keep their the hair and eyes thing at a minimum.
Like, on the one hand, I get it, you know? I get it a little bit, because it was a thing that you loved when you were younger, and so you want to carry that over into the books that you write now as an adult, but it does have... There's just a certain tone that like giving your character special girl hair brings to a story, and I don't know if it belongs in some of the books that it's in. I especially hate like the silver hair. I don't know why. Probably because Violet has it in the Silly Dragon book, and there's no reason for it. You can tell that like the author didn't even try to give a good reason for her to have silver hair. It's just like her mom had a sickness when she was pregnant with Violet, and therefore Violet has silver hair. Shut up.
Thomas as Bill I, the science guy.
Bill I, the spying guy.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Like now I need to name him Bill. Bill. I'm afraid that if I'm gonna give this red panda, who is also Deadpool, special girl hair, he is gonna end up looking like Lady Pool, and that's all there is to it.
Candybug mentioned, not unless it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Land, where everyone has over-the-top hair colors and fashion sense, so it comes out as out of place and trying too hard to make them stand out.
Yeah, like there's some. It works better, much better in a visual medium than it does, like in a book. In an anime, or mostly in an anime, an animated series or something. Boy, Deadpool's costume is obnoxious. This might take me a while. He's a lot of things happening.
All of the buckles.
Yeah. Like what? I have regrets saying I would do this.
Firelight mentions maybe you could give him a special main, maybe a special girl main.
If I give him, like, unfortunately, the pose I've given him, which is very fun, kind of makes it hard for the hair to show up unless it's like in a high ponytail.
They mentions lots of weapons, and thank you because they're hoping for Deadpool. And Firelight asks if they're dancing.
You'll find out.
Lunar Muse says that they're late bloomer. They didn't get into the oddly colored hair and eyes until adulthood. They blame their sheltered upbringing. And Candybug mentioned if Violet's silver hair was something that people shun her for, it might have been something, but no one mistreats Violet for the physical parts of her magical disability. So it's just there to make her look cool.
Yeah, and like shunning someone over silver hair is also kind of a weird thing to do. It would have to have like some kind of connotation. Like if you have silver hair, you are something, I don't know. But Violet is just there to be special in every single way that any person could possibly be special. This is like the worst rendition of Deadpool's outfit that I've ever seen. But it's actually got a lot going on. Once I color it, everyone will totally be able to tell that it's Deadpool's outfit.
Firelight does mention, though, that the red panning markers do kind of fit Deadpool.
It's true. Although, unfortunately, this red panda is completely covered in Deadpool's outfit. Because, I don't know, I could have just done like a suggestion of Deadpool's outfit, but no, I've decided that I'm doing the whole thing. Which is why it's taking me a really long time, and this was a mistake.
For greatness.
Gonna be here for a few years, but I hope you don't have anything to do tonight, Cassie.
You are in luck, I don't.
What did you do with your drawing stream, Julian? Well, I exclusively just drew Deadpool. Oh, the whole night. You must have drawn a lot of Deadpools. Nope, just the one.
Candybug mentions one thing many heroes in the 1990s have is lots of belt pouches for snacks and bullets for some reason.
Listen, there's a perfectly good reason, and that's because you need snacks and bullets. Who is messaging me? Who dares?
Firelight asks if you've seen, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, it's zombies, but like all as initials, like ZOMBIES. The special girl has to hide her special girl hair so she won't be shunned.
Oh, I don't think I've seen it, but I think I've seen a YouTuber talk about it, which is like how I find information about all of the things.
Lunar Muse mentions their creativity is severely lacking tonight. Hopefully, as the chat goes on, different conversations we'll think of ideas.
Yes, we will. And we can always like go back to wells we have plumbed before, like weird cryptids. All right, I think I'm going to stop because Deadpool is shockingly over-designed. And I'm sure once I color it, I'll be able to tell. All right, well, here is Red Panda, Deadpool, also Lady Pool a little bit. We'll give it like a pink or purple or something, pigtail. If I remember, watch me color it blonde because I forgot that. All right, have we got any more suggestions?
The last suggestion we got was the Cassandra Nova, not Casanova, as a ferret.
I mean, ferrets can get like bald, like for real. Like if they get the adrenal disease and it gets too advanced, they lose all their hair.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep. They look real freaky without hair. That's why we make sure that our ferrets get the implant as soon as they show signs of adrenal disease, because
I mean, the ones where it's just half of them that doesn't have hair, it's kind of like those bald dogs.
Yeah, they kind of lose it from like their tail forward until they got no hair left. Then they just naked.
Yeah, the ones where it's only their butt hair is a little weird.
Poor naked ferrets. Oh yeah, the tail. Oh my god, I forgot the tail. It's because I started looking at pictures of Deadpool. Hang on, I'll draw a tail. Just glance at the chat. And time to be like, where's his tail? There, he has a tail now. All right, Nigel, what should I draw next? Huh, bud?
Oh, somehow I didn't see Lunar Muse's comment earlier, but it says they thought of the cryptid theme a knot deer.
A knot deer? Is that an actual cryptid?
I don't know.
Find out. Is it your month, Firelight? It might be. If it's your month, you can definitely have him. Her, them.
Let's see. Firelight mentions Spider-Man Noir as a barn owl. They picked Noir Spidey because he doesn't have all the webs on his design, so it's simpler.
Thank God. And also, Noir Spidey is pretty cool.
Candybug brought up their idea of the Crow Spy Master.
I don't know. I'd have to. Do I want to give him special girl hair though?
Well, you could say it's their month.
I need to get a good picture of him so I can get his outfit. I do want his coat.
Ranger mentions they love your art.
Oh, thank you. It's okay. You should see my sister. One of my sisters, Esther, is going to school for art. She's good.
I don't know.
she is properly good. She's like practice more. I put all my points into write books and very few points into draw. Like enough points that I can draw things kind of, but most of my points definitely went into write books. She spec'd out differently. She put all her points into art. Why are there no good pictures? How about this one?
Firelight says they're hyped for the Nick Cage live action Spidey Noir show.
Dude, I did not know that existed, but now I'm hyped as well.
Right? I was like, I need to Google this. I love Nick
Say
Cage.
less.
Lunar Muse comments that the theme tonight is special girl hair.
All right, so okay, I found barn owl. That was the other thing. I was like, what was the other part of that? Now I need to look at barn owls.
The knot deer seem to be like creepy deer with vampire things. And some of them show like multiple eyes and things.
Okay, now put that one on the list for later. Sounds kind of fun.
Candybug mentions the Crowmaster should have special emo boy hair, obviously.
He does a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. His character design does have a little bit of floppy hair going on.
I'm guessing this is in relation to the live action with Nick Cage, but Firelight mentioned there's a couple of on-set photos.
Ooh.
And they say the barn owl with goggles.
I'll see if I can do the barn owl with goggles, because that's definitely a challenge. Maybe if I draw the goggles first. Sorry if I'm just kind of looking off in weird directions, because I have two different images up. One of the barn owl and one of... I want to do... You know, I'm going to... All right, that's what I'm doing.
All right, the set photos do look kind of cool.
I wonder how seriously Nicolas Cage is planning to take it. That's always the question. There's some actors like Willem Dafoe who are kind of weird, but they always take things 1000% seriously. Nicolas Cage is not one of those people. So I'm like, how seriously is he going to take this role?
I don't know how well you can see it from there.
Oh, yeah. Also, as much as I do enjoy Nicolas Cage, we really need to stop relying on the same like 5 men to play our action heroes. They're getting old. Like literally, physically old. Liam Neeson finally retired from action movies, and he's like, is he like 70 something? Ridiculous.
He's definitely up there.
And it's like, why is this man still in action movies to begin with?
He's 72.
Yeah. And yet he only just recently retired from action movies. And I'm like, what? All right, I've just realized another piece of kryptonite that I have. Hats. I am really bad at drawing hats. So this fedora looks like ass. And I'm trying to put it on an owl, which also adds to the stupidity of it. But I'm going to leave it. He's just going to have a stupid hat. And that's all there is to it. And maybe I'll make the hat a fun colors instead of like, so he can have special girl hair in the form of his hat. And then all the rest of him will be black. Leave myself a note so I know.
Lunar Muse asked if the Spider Noir show is going to be in black and white, and I think most of us hope it will be.
Well, that would be preferable.
Candy Bug says that they're just uncovering the world of Neil Breen and coming to the conclusion that he should direct the Light Lark movie should ever come into development. Also,
I think the universe would explode if he did that.
They also say that he should play as the MC Isla.
He would have to. I mean, he has to be the main character. That's like a rule. Also, there would have to be an awkward sex scene included. Like, there's not a sex scene yet in that series, so he would have to. But he needs those.
Violet says, I'm guessing this is about Nick Cage, how he played the Spidey Noir in the Spider-Verse movie.
Yes, he did.
And they want Nick Cage to play Neil Breen in a movie about his work. And Candy Bug says Neil Breen Inception.
That is amazing.
Thomas mentions, better than me, I have 0 points in art. The crying face.
Everybody allocates their points differently. I have 0 points in math.
My stream is operating.
Uh-oh.
But
Cassie's stream is struggling.
hopefully there's a
Hopefully nobody else is having issues. Let me go back and actually look at my stream. Let me know, anybody, if you had issues or are having issues.
I'm not seeing anything. The chat's still going. I haven't seen anything, so it might be
Okay.
on my computer. KJ Amadon says they feel like whatever points they had in their build has been lost in a corrupted file. Violet mentions Neil Breen would be perfect as Layla in the Savior series. And Candybug says now if they think about it, Neil Breen will have to wear those sexy dresses that barely cover anything, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I don't know if the world's ready for that.
Jennifer Hodge does agree with you that math is also my dump stat. Violet says someone joked about Michael Fassbender playing Neil Breen, and I was like, no, Nick Cage is perfect.
Nick Cage is perfect. No notes.
Adam's on, and
Hey!
he has a special wrench, Ruth.
Oh, yeah, because I made him an admin. Hang on, wait. Cassidy, say something in the chat. I think that's the easiest way that I can make you an admin. Let's see. All right, come here.
Adam did say you have 1 point in pool-related math.
Report, remove. It's going to make you a standard moderator, Cassidy.
Sounds good.
I think Adam might have more abilities. Like, I think Adam might be able to block people.
I can put people in a timeout.
Oh, don't let the power go to your head. That's it. Anybody who pisses off Cassidy's getting on a timeout. Everybody has to stay on our good side.
That's pretty funny.
You think about what you've done. How to behave yourself. Cassidy can put you on timeout. For some reason, I've decided to make this owl in an action pose. I'm making all of the awful choices tonight for somebody who has to draw 9 postcards. I'm going to give it something easy after this.
Candy Mike says it's the tallest space dwarf wizard to grace us with his presence. Firelight said with a special girl beard.
He does have a very special girl beard right now. It's true.
Lunar Muse says at some point do we get to respect because I have some regrets. And then Candy Bug says that the beard shows his power level.
It's true.
Firelight mentions an easy one would be to do Wolverine as Wolverine.
I thought Deadpool's costume was simple though, and then I started drawing it, and so I have my suspicions about Wolverine's costume not actually being easy.
Especially if you do the old school like hood thing.
Yeah.
Cowl.
The blowjob handles.
As proved by the popcorn bucket. Candybug does say that dynamic poses, trademarked, are the hardest, especially if there are multiple people in a scene.
Yeah, I usually like when I draw on postcards, I tend to give them like a fairly static pose. But I'm not saying that this is a good action pose, but for some reason he wanted to be an action pose, so he's like running, like cartoon character running, because he's a cartoon character, and his hat is going to be pink. I left myself that note. All right, that's 3. What other complicated bullshit can I draw?
Let's see. So,
Adam, do you have any suggestions tonight? Does Caroline have any suggestions? How high is Caroline? Because that could lead to some fun suggestions. Caroline's got the good painkillers.
so far, the ideas that have been mentioned.
Very high. I just saw Adam's reply. Good.
So far, we have Crow as Spy Master, Wolverine as Wolverine, Cassandra Nova as a ferret, or the not deer.
Oh wow! I just looked over at Cassie's screen, and we are like way behind.
Yeah,
like so far behind.
Yeah, I wonder if it's happened my computer and yours.
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna do a test chat. When I say test, you say test back. All right, test.
Okay, we're just getting test back.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're lagging pretty hard tonight.
Yeah, it's been doing that lately.
It's probably our internet, which will be getting better, hopefully. Please, for the love of God. And then I have the option to upload 7-hour videos instead of a 2-hour video taking literally 24 hours to upload. That'll be nice.
Right.
I don't know if I'm going to, even if I do longer. I think I'm going to split them like maybe into 3 or 4 instead of like the 9 or however many videos end up being in a read along, so that I don't want to do like one long 7-hour video. That's just not the chances for something to happen to that somewhere in the process, for it to like crash or lose all of my work. No.
I was asking about the theme. Are we going with special girl hair?
Yeah, the only theme is that whatever we draw, I have to give it some form of special girl hair, but like otherwise we don't really have a theme. Yeah, I just saw Firelight. So far it's complicated things. That's true. That's my own fault though. I keep drawing complicated things.
Candybug says, how about lilac-haired Blair as a wolf, since Powerless had a lot of those for plot convenience?
Sure. I'll start with that, and while we think about other things, because that shouldn't be too complicated. Her outfit is never described, so. Okay, so tank top or like ball gown? Because those are like the 2 things that anybody wears.
Incredibly High Caroline says that they want a manic onyx or oxix. I don't know what an oxix is.
Please explain.
Litter Muse says tank top. Candybug says tank top with a ball gown skirt. And Oren says whatever it is, it's got to be uglier than whatever Pei wears.
Yes.
And Adam confirmed that Caroline wants a manic Oxy Dream Girl dragon.
Oh, Manic Pixie Dream Girl, I'm assuming, unless Oxy is referencing the drugs that she's on. I don't know how I would express that in a dragon, but
Yep, Adam confirms it's the oxycodone.
right now, Caroline is the Manic Oxy Dream Girl.
Firelight says they don't know who Blair is from Powerless.
Why, it's Blair with the lilac hair. Obviously.
Adam says dragging around a pill bottle, and Firelight is going off of the first one, saying ox with special girl hair.
Manic Pixie Dream Ox.
Candy bugs. Mentioning to Firelight that Blair is a rival girl to the MC girl, Peyton, from Powerless, and meant to be everything we hate, in such as being sexual or ambitious. Even though Peyton also embodies those traits to some degree, too.
Yeah, Blair is just like, she's the mean girl that we're supposed to hate, except for that's it. Like, the author didn't try really. She just uses tropes. And of course, Blair likes boys and pursues them, and that makes her evil. And don't you forget it, because good characters don't pursue boys. They just have boys love them for no reason. Why didn't anyone else think of that? Maybe Blair should have thought of that.
Oh, let me see where Firelight number 5. I thought I wrote it down. Where'd it go?
Blair doesn't want to wear a tank top, y'all. She's fighting me on the tank top.
Sure.
Giving her skinny little noodle arms because the book keeps insisting that, like, she's bad at fighting because she only ever uses her powers.
Firelight number 5, was that the ox with special girl hair?
It's going to take a second because of the lag.
Yeah. Firelight did comment, good girls don't pursue, they get pursued.
Yep.
Jeez. Hurt my soul.
Which means I'm a bad girl.
Whoa.
Right? Because I asked my husband out twice.
Oh, weird. Firelight, I didn't see that comment, so I don't know what, maybe it's not there? But Firelight's idea number 5 is the Wolverine and the Tasmanian Devil doing the Spider-Man pointing meme.
I feel like I would make that too complicated.
Blair says that, Candy Bug says that Blair is just the hate sync character who we all hate because they are just bad and be hated no matter what they do, even if the pro tags do the same thing. Also, look at Dane from Fourth Wing.
Yep.
Adam has a suggestion of Breath of Fire Pixie Girl.
Breath of Fire Pixie Girl.
Twilight mentions that their idea of Wolverine and the Tasmanian Devil doing the spider pointing meme is just the animals, not the
Okay,
actual
they wouldn't be wearing the
characters.
outfits.
Although it could have a Tasmanian Devil with the Daredevil outfit.
Right? That'd be cute. Blair's dress is also fighting me. Blair just does not want to be drawn today.
Oh, Adam says the video game Breath of Fire, the one in red.
Okay, so like you just want me to draw just like that character? I mean, she's cute.
Candy Bug says that for the magical girl hair ox, do magical girl hair ox and woman.
Almost got her. She just needs to cooperate just a little bit more.
Twilight agrees they like Daredevil as the Tasmanian Devil. And Adam says yes, she already has the colored hair. Candy Bug says typical Blair. She doesn't even want to be drawn like those French girls.
Yep, here she is. Hovering the dagger using her powers. I gave her a slit in her skirt because every girl needs a slit in her skirt. Otherwise, what are you even doing? All right, Cassidy, remind me what my suggestions are.
All right, so we have the Crow as Spy Master, Wolverine as Wolverine, Cassandra Nova as a ferret, Manic, Oxy, Dream Girl, Dragon, or a dragon with a pill bottle. Then Oxwoman with special girl hair, Breath of Fire, Pixie Girl, Wolverine and Tasmanian Devil with Spider-Man point meme, or Tasmanian Devil as Daredevil.
Hmm.
Lunar News commented Tasmanian Daredevil as well.
All right, maybe I'll psych myself up for that one. Hang on, I have an idea. Keep making suggestions, guys.
On the Not Deer.
Oh yeah, I want to draw the not deer. Help me remember that one. I want to draw that one.
I googled it. I put Not Deer cryptid, and it's like a fanged deer. And some have multiple eyes, but usually it's like glowing eyes and like fangs. On
Nice.
Deer. With somehow special girl hair.
Somehow with special girl hair.
Oh, some of them give it like a werewolf body.
Hmm.
It seems to kind of depend on the artist.
But do any of them give it special girl hair? No, I don't like this idea anymore. It's bad. I'm getting rid of it. Hey, Cassidy.
Yes.
I have a pink eraser over there on the bar by my pencils. A little bit further behind the goblin. I have to keep them up there because otherwise Moraine steals them.
Which one?
Doesn't matter.
Moraine's toy of choice is pink erasers.
She loves erasers. When she's not stealing knives, it's erasers. All right, I started drawing that idea and I didn't like it. So back to the not deer. Let's look at the not deer. Not deer cryptid.
Adam's asking the chat for help Because Caroline doesn't like the pixie dream girl trope. They want a manic pixie dream guy movie or book, if anyone knows.
I do. The Fault in Our Stars. The boy character, he's a manic pixie dream guy.
Firelight mentions they've been binging Team Red fanfic, so Spidey, Daredevil, and Deadpool team up. And reading the fluffiest stories. One was just Wade finds a cow in New York City and decides it's his pet, and Matt and Peter. I didn't realize Team Red was a thing, but now I hope they have a movie of it. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's just Deadpool finds a cow.
Yep. Kind of doing my own interpretation here slightly with the nut deer, since it seems like there's not a lot of continuity in what they look like.
Yeah, from all the drawings, it seems like as long as it's creepy with fangs.
Yep.
Hello, cool imp. Violet mentions that Team Red doesn't have an official comic, which is terrible because people love Team Red and they could make so much money.
One of y'all just needs to write it. And then submit it, however one does that. Well, it's definitely is creepy looking.
Have you decided how you're gonna give it cool? Oh my gosh, special girl hair.
No. Focusing on the creepy. Although I think I could add a mane, like a horse's mane here pretty easily. Kind of adds to the creepiness, honestly. It will do less so once it is like hot pink or something.
Violet mentions, well, there isn't an official comic, there is lots of fanfic out there. And Candy Bug says, both DC and Marvel have been cutting and reducing their comic division to focus solely on movies, even though the comics are what gave the movies material.
Yeah. It always seems like mainstream everything just kind of shoots itself in the foot. Because it's like, oh, this is where the money is, without really taking a moment to think about any of it.
Yeah. They said that one series they were following got hit by that cut, and it sucks when a story just ends abruptly.
Yeah. Anybody doing any writing this November? Official NaNoWriMo or otherwise?
Cool Imp says their not NaNoWriMo book is at 34,602 words right now.
Pretty respectable.
Lunar Muse says, sadly, they picked a terrible time to change medication, so their writing has severely suffered.
Ooh.
And Firelight says they've been too busy. And KJ Amadon says that their mental health has been wreaking havoc lately.
Yeah. It'll do that. All right. Here is our not dear. Looking creepy. I gave it a full moon because it's a full moon tonight. Spooky. Spooky deer. All right. How many we got left? 4 left still. Oh, Nigel's still here. He's asleep now, though. You can't see him. Jojo, however, has abandoned us.
Do I get Jojo?
Oh, she does like Cassidy. Cassidy is like her preferred lap. And my heated blanket.
She knows that I'll always pet her.
Never not petting her.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What next? What's next?
So.
Now you see, Firelight, I see you going, Wolverine is a Wolverine, but you understand that you can't have 2 postcards. So then which one will you want? Hello, Jojo. Have you come back to me?
It might just be my computer that's really slow because I just saw you showing the card.
Okay. Well, hopefully everybody's not lagging that. Hopefully no one's lagging as bad as Cassidy's computer. Hopefully it's just our shitty internet here. But we might be.
Hold on. Okay. Cool Imp, the theme is special girl hair.
Yeah, we don't really have a theme for like what else I am drawing, except for it needs to have special girl hair. Right, Nigel?
Yes.
Are you leaving me too? By your heated blankie. Okay, bye, I guess.
Maybe he just wants to look majestic.
Where are you going?
Oh,
Why? Okay, abandoned.
no.
Fully abandoned.
Adam's now saying Bigfoot, but with full body special girl hair.
It's just pink Bigfoot. I love that suggestion. Not going to draw it though because it's Bigfoot. But that is a hilarious suggestion.
Cool Imp says Dracula with Lammy serum hair.
Oh, I had an idea and I forgot what it was. Immediately, Nigel distracted me. I had a thought about something that would look good with special girl hair. And then it went and flew away.
I don't know.
Oh, I remember. Since we drew Blair, who was our like special girl hair for one book, we need to draw Imogen, who is our special girl hair, from a different book. What should Imogen be besides a human, because humans are boring?
So Firelight did say ferret, but it has vaguely humanoid feet and a monkey face.
Yeah.
Really big humanoid
Would you say it might be walking around in the woods, perhaps?
and no tail on the ferret.
Maybe slightly longer legs than ferrets usually have, maybe, and like kind of long arms.
Adam did say a dolphin or a narwhal with special girl hair.
Mm.
Uh,
Those are pretty easy to draw, so I might fall back on that one. There's not a lot of detail involved.
Cool Imp says Imogen as a snarling wolf. Lunar Muse asks if we're not talking about Imogen from Critical Role, right?
No, we're talking about Imogen from Silly Dragon book, because Imogen has pink hair and Blair has violet hair. No, lilac hair. I'm sorry. So sorry, Blair. And we cannot forget it for 10 seconds what color these side characters' hair is, and I don't know why.
Cool Imp says Imogen is a snarling wolf because if they remember, she was quite aggressive. Candy Bug says Imogen as a lizard, since it's the closest thing to dragons, and Fourth Wing is supposedly about dragons.
That's
Despite
true.
them not being very important, but they did point out lizards don't have hair.
Yes, well, wolves don't have the kind of hair that I gave that wolf either, so.
Violet says a were-lemming with special girl hair.
Let me see. All right, I'm going to let me look at some lizards.
I guess iguana kind of has hair. It's like... Google lizard with hair, and it's animals with Skrillex hair. Lizard. Cool Imp says, we have to be reminded about the author's notes. What better way than to keep telling us?
We don't want to forget.
Candybug mentions that Firelight's idea of a were-lemming with special girl hair is the most dangerous creature.
What about it is the most dangerous? I need to know. Nope, that just looks like a frog. Apparently I have a hard time drawing lizards to not look like frogs.
Firelight says a Spinosaurus with special girl hair.
I can't even draw this lizard. Try looking at a different angle.
Lunar Muse says a frog wizard with special girl hair.
I did do a frog wizard in a previous drawing stream.
There's something about every drawing of a frog wizard that's always funny. It never gets old. Candybug says that the Spinosaurus with special girl hair should be the idea for the next Jurassic World movie.
Might as well.
They just splice together different animals to get special girl hair dinosaurs.
Yep. Like this dinosaur is the most powerful one. This dinosaur gets 2 dragons. Pretty sure that Imogen has short hair too. I was gonna give her a braid, but then I was like, no, that's Violet. Violet has braid. All these girlies also have long hair. Like, that's also very crucial to their look. Like, nobody can have short hair.
It's always like luxurious long hair.
Yes. Drives their romantic interest absolutely crazy.
Cool Imp says that their wife told them to stop writing books with dragons in them.
Well, sounds like your wife is absolutely no fun. What the heck? Never not writing books with dragons in them.
Twilight mentions that this dino is so powerful, it's so powerful it definitely doesn't have powers.
Yeah, obviously. People with special girl hair don't have powers. All right. Giving this lizard special girl hair makes her look like a Karen.
Candybug says the dino should have energy, breath, telepathy, and the best player at tic-tac-toe when released.
I'm going to give her a ponytail just so she looks less like a Karen. Again, this is turning out more complicated than it needs to be. The theme is actually complicated stuff that Julian really should not draw.
Complicated stuff with special girl hair.
Yep, complicated stuff with special girl hair.
Twilight says they'll be right back. But
Gonna go get more unhinged ideas probably.
Candybug says the dino corners you, and the only way to survive it is to win a game of tic-tac-toe.
But you can't because the dino has special girl hair.
Cool Imp does say that in the last 2 years they've written like 9 books, and 7 of them have dragon riders, their favorite genre. And they tell her about the stories as they write them.
9 books in 2 years? That is impressive. I cannot write that fast. I get like 1 book a year in me with some short stories thrown in. Yes, Nigel? What is it, buddy?
Will you bless me? No, just screams. Just screams.
He's just gonna tell you about it. That's what. He's gonna give you the business.
He's never forgiven me.
He holds an old man grudge.
Right. Even the heated bed didn't help.
You know that he's got his heated blankie? He's kind of forgotten about the heated bed, honestly.
That's fair.
He's like really into the heated blankie now.
Cool Imp says they average around 3 to 5K a day when they're doing the first draft.
Jealous. I am jealous. Is writing your like actual job, or are you just like that good?
No.
The outfits in the Silly Dragon book are also not very well described, so I'm trying to figure out what to put this lizard in.
Let's see what the chat wants to see the lizard in.
I know they wear leather and look cool, but like that's about it. That's about all we get.
I've been blessed with a Virgil.
Oh,
Currently getting drooled on.
good, good. Let me go back to the actual stream here. Well, this one looks kind of dumb, but I'm not going to try to redraw it because I don't have time. I'll be here all night. Whoever gets this one, I apologize. I tried to do a bearded dragon, but then I gave her hair, and it just, yeah. So it kind of just looks like a frog with hair and a weird spiky chin. But you know what? I'm tired of drawing it. It's like It's like the time I tried to draw Sherlock Holmes as a goose, and I just had to give up and eventually just leave it the way it was. However, there's still 3 postcards to draw. What is my life tonight? Oh my god. All right. Let's see. Adam, are you still around? Come up with an idea, Adam.
He did mention the dolphin or narwhal.
Oh, that's true. With special girl hair.
Most recent submission.
All right. Maybe just do one of those.
Other than the manic oxy tree girl dragon.
I kind of decided that I probably shouldn't have like drugs on a postcard that I send to somebody. So
Yeah.
that dream might not come true. Is Caroline still awake? Does she have any other suggestions? What does her oxyidal brain see?
What are your fever dreams tonight? Cool Imp says that they write on the side and they go entirely with the flow. However, for the last book, they finished the first draft of Dragon Alchemist, tentative title. They listened to Camila Cabello's My Oh My like twice an hour.
I do tend to be a bit repetitive with my music listening while I write.
It's almost like I was writing to get the song out of my head. Candy Bug says, I only have half a dragon human MC who is heavily armored warrior, over 300 years old, and has a love interest who is a male version of the femme fatale who refuses to wear full clothing.
Play that clip so you managed to get your shirt off.
Candy Bug did say that Imogen is better described in that art than in all of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame.
And it's not good art. I think I found like one piece of fan art of Imogen.
Really?
Yeah, like somebody actually drew. I think there's fan art that's like AI, but.
Oh, lovely. Firelight's back. And they say, what about Mopey Tobias Retriever with special girl hair?
Mopey Tobias Retriever. I wonder, like, we got to be getting the new Savior's book soon, right? Like, I know Jenna's having to take another hiatus because Cliff has more health issues, so it might be a little bit longer still. Turns out that hair looks really stupid on dolphins.
Okay.
Turns out it looks it. Turns out dolphins not really supposed to have hair.
Cool Imp says David Cross with special girl hair.
Who? What?
David Cross?
David Cross.
I'm not sure.
Explain further.
Oh, okay. The moment I look at his face, I know who he is. This person.
Oh.
I can't say what they're in, but I know their face.
I do. I also know their face.
Let's see what they're in.
And he has special girl hair because in real life he has no hair. Is that what we're going with?
Alvin and the Chipmunks, Scary Movie 2, Megamind, The Umbrella Academy.
He's in Umbrella Academy?
I guess so.
Who's in Umbrella Academy? In Megamind, he's just a voice, obviously. He played Minion, I think.
Let's see. Where is it? Cy Grossman?
Why? I know who that is. Why is it not? My brain is not providing.
Oh, they're in the final season.
Ah, and I have not watched very much of the final season.
Oh, Arrested Development, Mr. Show. Firelight suggests a Venom Frog with special girl hair.
All right, Adam, are you still there, or did you abandon us?
Adam just commented, Manic Pixie Dream Parrot.
I think Tendy is a manic pixie dream parrot. She really is.
You need to order a little doll wig.
All right, Adam, here's your dolphin with hair. They're not supposed to have hair. They look real bad. I'm gonna tweak it just a little bit.
He does say that he'll only be on for only a moment longer.
Oh, I suppose you have to go take care of Caroline, who is very high and probably needs things. I don't know. I do kind of want to draw the Manic Pixie Dream Ferret because that is what Tendy is. But like, what aside from the hair, what about her makes her like? What are features of a Manic Pixie Dream girl? She needs a vinyl record. I definitely think she needs a vinyl record because they only listen to vinyl. Manic Pixie Dream girls.
I feel like as far as like eccentric jewelry or like what's it called? Adam says that we love you.
Don't make me say I love you on a live stream. I hope you guys have a good night and good sleeps and enjoy your drugs, Caroline.
Adam says like characteristic is they inspire/save undeserving men.
Yes, but how do I get that across in ferret form?
Oh, Violet says a candy necklace or reading a book. Candy Bug says that it looks like a horse with a fish body. I don't know if I should admire it or fear it.
You should definitely fear it.
Oh, they could be reading poetry.
Yes.
Says dancing or skipping in a whimsical motion with a pixie cut.
Yep. Caroline is almost certainly not going to remember any of the stream when it's over, but hopefully we were entertaining enough to keep her distracted from having been stabbed very much.
Adam says big expressive eyes full of wonder.
I got the big eyes. I got them big eyes right away.
And then Caroline will remember the good vibes.
The vibes will be remembered.
Violet says that they could be stargazing while writing cryptic notes.
And I think they got to be reading poetry for sure.
Adam says that these are Caroline's ideas.
The ideas, that's good.
Cool Imp mentions they're waiting for your review of the newest in the Lightlark series.
Oh, it's coming. I think my book is probably waiting for me in the mailbox right now.
I'll go sprint.
If you are a patron or a channel member, you will have already seen a sample chapter that I read over there. So patrons and channel members are already getting to see a little bit of it. Just saying.
It's funny that the internet's lagging and I'm getting ads for TBS.
It's mocking us.
Adam says they could have mismatched quirky accessories. Violet's asking if you're going to do it as a read-along.
Yes, I'm definitely doing it as a read-along.
Yes, okay.
That one and the Savior series are 100%. Like, I'm in it for the long haul, baby. Like, those two are just, like, bonkers enough. Like, ones like the Silly Dragon book and Powerless are painful in a not fun way for me to read versus, like, the Savior series and Lightlark are painful in a fun way.
They're just too ridiculous. Like
you can't look away. It's a slow motion car crash.
Cool Imp says they can't stay interested in the writing long enough. Even the audiobook at 1.75 speed is so boring. They can't get past book 1.
Which one, Lightlark or Savior series?
While we wait, Candybug says they look forward to Sky Shade after Powerless drained me of hope and filled me with hate for genocider boy Bean Boy Kai, wishing for the return of Zayden to come beat Kai up.
I mean, if Powerless did one thing, it was make us appreciate stupid Zayden. Because as much as the main character kept trying to insist that Zayden was dangerous and we should fear him, he never actually did anything bad. He was just grumpy. That's it.
Oh, Coolip says that it's Lightlark because they can't get through.
It's such a slow motion car crash, Lightlark.
Coolip says Zayden is lukewarm Shadow Daddy.
Yeah. He's the Shadow Daddy we have at home.
Firelight says they're just dying for the Savior's army.
I know, like it needs to come out. Like, I keep checking her website to see if she like puts out a sample or something that I can at least read, but it's like crickets, and I'm like, Jenna,
Give it to me.
I need it.
Coolin says that they're the Timu Shadow Daddy. Well, Firelight says we should now do a special girl Zayden.
Special girl Zayden. See, is Zayden a special girl? He doesn't have special hair.
Candybug says there's no way to predict what will happen in the Lightlark series. It reminds of a teenager writing an original story with everything thrown in.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a 30-year-old woman at the helm.
Yep. This is definitely her like tweenage book that she just went with. Like didn't make any, she was like, this is, when she was like 13, she's like, this is the book I want to write. And then she just kept going.
Or she found it while her parents were like, take this, we don't want this in our attic anymore.
Right? Meanwhile, the rest of us, our 13-year-old books were lost in the sands of time because we wrote it on a napkin or something, or like mine's on a floppy disk somewhere.
Firelight says we could give Zayden a special girl makeover to show our appreciation.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for not being a Nazi. We didn't know how good we had it.
Coolip says I kind of want to write a Shadow Daddy, but the last time I wrote a Morally Gray, it turned into Morally Bankrupt.
You know what? Morally Gray is not that hard. Like, okay, Adam will argue with me, but I think Valentine from Adventure Mage is morally gray. But like not in a like bad guy way. Like people think it means that you have to be bad and mean or like shady, but like Valentine's just like out here doing his thing, and if it suits him to not follow laws or whatever, he will, and he'll steal from people, and he doesn't care.
It's like, I'm having a good time,
right? Like as long as he's having a good time, or like, you know, when the Briards are like, hey, we want like a refund, he's like, LOL, no.
Coolip says Lightlark is an adult book, like an 8-year-old wearing their mother's high heels.
Yeah.
Candybug says Zayden and Grimshaw are very special shadow boys.
Grim is actually the Timu Shadow Daddy. Like Grim has nothing going on. He is just a trope in a trench coat.
Firelight says Deadpool is morally gray.
Very.
Cool Imp says that he started out morally gray, but then during the first draft, my mother trauma dumped on me for 4.5 hours, and my writing was super affected by it.
That'll do it.
Candace agrees with you that they can see Valentine being morally gray.
Like, he's not super morally gray or anything like that, but just like enough.
I'm with you. We can 2 against 1 against Adam.
Yeah, because like Valentine's just really out there for himself and what makes him happy. And other people, yeah, cool. And he really likes Maeve, but she makes him happy. So of course he's gonna do nice things for her because he really likes her.
Yeah. Cool Imp says that their character went from a necromancer who understands why he wants revenge to just a horrible human being. Like, they put all of their evil into that character. And they hate themselves because they like the book, but it will never be seen by anyone else.
There are so many of my books that will never be seen by anyone else. Let's see. What is she missing? What is this Manic Pixie Dream Ferret missing?
The suggestions for Manic Pixie Dream Parrot were mismatched quirky accessories, different colored socks, stargazing with writing cryptic notes, a pixie cut, reading poetry, a candy necklace.
Let's see. I think I need.
Carly mentions that Grim is basically bargain bin Darkling. It's painful.
It has been a long time since I read that book, but yeah. All these like boys out here being like bad imitations of more popular shadow daddies.
Violet says that Dream Girl Ferret should be writing Live, Laugh, Love.
I'm almost done. I've almost got her. And then I still have one postcard, unless I lost one. I think that will be the next one will be my last one. So suggestions now. Cassidy, do you have any suggestions since I think this is also your...
Oh, I don't know. I did like Daredevil as a Tasmanian devil, but I know that one's complicated.
They're all complicated.
That is fair. Do Valentine as a Manic Pixie Dream Girl. Coolin says, like, their book is good in their opinion, but they're biased. It borders on splatterpunk and is not representative of their work in general.
Yeah, that's tough when you write something that like doesn't go with the rest of your stuff. Although I write fantasy and then occasionally write supernatural thrillers, so those two things don't really go together.
Firelight says Spinosaurus Shadow Daddy.
All right, here she is, our Manic Pixie Dream Ferret in all her glory.
I love it. The Beatles.
She gotta listen to the Beatles, and she's reading a Robert Frost poetry book because like, and you know she's reading The Road Less Traveled because that's the only Robert Frost poem that anyone knows.
Oh, that's too good. So you can take a photo of Tendy on top of a Robert Frost book with a little doll wig.
I do have a Robert Frost book upstairs, so. All right. Let's see. Let me look. Okay, what was the one that you liked, Cassidy?
I was partial to the Daredevil as a Tasmanian devil.
Nigel. He just walks around the house and yells sometimes. If things are not exactly to his liking, he wants you to know about it.
Lunar Muse is heading out for the night.
Thank you for coming, Lunar Muse. Oh my god, it's already 8:30. It's because I have decided to make everything that I draw complicated tonight.
It's also getting dark at like super early.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. No, thank you.
Candybug says your nutty theory of that parallel works Nutty theory of that parallel works make two versions of Isla's might be true because Astor said one of the future books will make both Team Oro and Team Grimm happy or polyamory.
Sounds like she doesn't know what she's doing for future books, which I know for a fact is true because I think somebody said that's like she literally was like, I didn't like think I was gonna get past book 1.
Explains a lot.
All right, so you wanted Daredevil as a
Tasmanian
devil. I gotta look up what one of those looks like. I mean, they're just kind of like bear-like, but
Cool Imp says they normally write fantasy dragon writers, but last completed first draft was modern dragon writers, where the Wright brothers discovered dragons instead of powered flight.
ooh, dude, I'm here for it. I miss dragon books. I used to be so obsessed with dragon books when I was a kid. I was very into dragon everything.
I haven't been as good lately.
Yeah, it just seems like dragon books have gone downhill. Like that was back in my day, they had good dragon books.
Firelight says it's taking so long because there's so many postcards today.
There are a lot of postcards today, and I've made them like all complicated. This is the month that everybody's like, yes, we need to. I have been getting more patrons, which is exciting because for a while, patrons had kind of like stopped, and you know, I can't be mad about it because it's just people voluntarily doing that. But at the same time, I'm like, oh.
Firelight says, sounds like the Have Your Cake and Eat It Too, like in the Splintered Trilogy.
I don't know if I'm familiar with the Splintered Trilogy.
Candybug says the only team I'm on is Team Cleo and Team Oro and Grimm. Our exes that Isla's not aware of yet.
Team Cleo forever. I really want Cleo to just like ride back in and be like, you're all idiots, kill them all, and then it's her book from then on.
Jennifer Hodge says they listened to the Pern books so many times growing up.
Right? It's been such a long time since I have like... I'm kind of afraid to go back to some of my old favorites because I'm worried that I don't remember them correctly and actually they suck. Like there was a series I was really into that was sci-fi with dragons. That was called like the Pit Dragon series or something like that. And like the dragons were like fighting in these arenas. And like this really poor kid like bonded with a dragon. And it was like way before like Paulini or whatever came up with the dragons kind of send like emotions and pictures into your head as a way of communication. This author did it. And so I really liked the way that the main character communicated with his dragon because it was all in like images and emotions. I have no idea if the series is actually good, but I really liked it when I was younger.
Cool Imp says it's their favorite genre. They've read a lot of Jada Fisher and Ava Richardson since those two are very dominant in a number of Dragon Rider books they've published. Violet says MC goes to live a whole life with god-awful human boyfriend, and then she goes to her magic kingdom to reset, to love and live with her supernatural boyfriend. It's painful. So that makes a Pendragon ?
Pendragon, the book series, I'm assuming? I think I remember I wasn't as into that one as a kid. Like I started it and I was like, eh. And then after my dragon phase, I got really into Redwall. Like really into Redwall.
Once you read one, it's kind of a slippery slope.
They're addictive. And when I was, growing up, Brian Jakes was still alive. So he was still coming out with books. So there were new books. And it was, what a time to be alive, man.
I think I discovered the Redwall series and then discovered the Warrior Cats.
I tried with Warrior Cats when I was younger, and I just couldn't get into it.
It's like Game of Thrones for kids, but it's fine if there's murder because they're cats.
I don't know why I didn't get into it. Maybe just because like I needed my animals to have swords. I don't know. Because you'd think that'd be something I would totally be into, but I was like, eh. I like tried the first book, and I was like, eh.
Yeah, I bet if I reread them, they won't be as good as I remember.
Yeah.
Cool Imp asks if you like Name of the Wind. They just finished it recently, and I'm only Meg on it.
I do not think like I started the audiobook just like a while ago and was immediately bored, and it's just not the kind of thing for me at all. No tea, no shade to the kind of to the people that it is the kind of book for, but no.
Because I looked down. Violet wasn't sure if they meant Pendragon. If you meant Pendragon earlier.
Oh, maybe. Like, is it like Pendragon? Like dragons in a pen? I remember thinking it was called Pit Dragon, but like, it was definitely set in space or a futuristic something or other.
Violet does say they like the two first Warrior Cat books. They're pretty juvenile.
I think they're probably really great if you're a young person. I am getting very lazy with Daredevil's costume, just so you know. Cassidy.
I also love it.
This is yours, so it's just gonna get lazy with it.
Go for it. Let's see. Candybug says they want to do a book where one of their MCs meets the edgy, flirty Shadow Man and learns that he's her sunny, golden boy husband's ex-boyfriend because of light work and a crown of thorn and roses. Oh. Cool, it meant that they're only meh on Name of the Wind.
This Tasmanian Devil is honestly looking kind of like a rat, so
I do love rats.
Because you can't really tell that it's Tasmanian Devil if you cover up like its markings and stuff.
True.
And they do have big whiskers, so it's definitely giving rat-like vibes, so. Won't have a tail, though. Oh, no, they do have a tail. It's just big and thick. For some reason, I'm thinking they didn't have a tail, but I blame the Tasmanian Devil from the cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Because he doesn't have a tail.
He also doesn't look like that.
No, he looks like nothing like it. Except he's got a big mouth, and they have a big mouth.
True. Violet says the Warrior books got stuck on 2 platforms and just did those 2 forever, which is so true. There's like 20 books, and they're all kind of the same. So the writing wasn't bad, but it takes forever to get going, and then it feels like it goes nowhere. You know? And then, that was about, oh my gosh, Name of the Wind. Firelight says they never read Pendragon, they just know of it. Candybug says that real Tasmanian devils are much cuter than that Warner Brother cartoon.
They are very cute.
Adorable. And I need to add that to my list of if it could be a pet, I'd want one as a pet.
If not friend, why not? Why friend shaped?
I still want a pet possum even after picking up that one that hissed at me.
I was very sad to find out how short their lives are. Like they have very short lifespans.
Really?
Like I think they live like 4 years or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Like they live shorter lives than our ferrets do.
I think because they're bigger, they'd live longer.
You'd think, but I guess not. It's all their awesomeness is just like packed into them, so they can't live as long. All right, and here is very lazy because I'm running out of steam. Tasmanian Devil, Daredevil.
Oh my gosh, it's fantastic.
When I color it, it will look slightly more impressive, but
I'm so excited.
Let's be real, it's a little bit lazy. That's fine. It's like standing on some boxes or something. I don't know. I'm lazy.
Violet says they want to know where the Tasmanian devil spinning everywhere came from.
I don't know.
Like a dust devil?
Yeah. Oh, I bet you that's what it is. I bet you it's because Dust Devil. I think that's probably where the connection is. All right, let's have a look-see back through my disastrous cards today. So we started off nice with just a kitty enjoying this nice mug of warm, probably hot chocolate. And it went downhill from there.
I think great is the word you're looking for.
It went directions. So then we have Deadpool / Ladypool, Red Panda, and then Owl, Spidey Noir, whatever, with a pink hat, which will be colored later, so you can tell that he's got a special girl hat. Then we have Blair with her special hair as a wolf, of course, because obviously, actually, this one I like. I like how this turned out. The creepy knotted ear. This one, on the other hand, I feel shame, but I'm still gonna send it to somebody. My attempt at Imogen as a thorny horntope. What is it?
Oh, I always want to say horny lizard.
Yeah, it's that. It's Tad Cooper, okay? It's whatever Tad Cooper is, but it's Imogen, with her pink hair. We have this deeply unsettling dolphin with hair. Thank Adam for that. That's my nightmare fuel now. We have the Manic Pixie Dream Ferret, which is, let's be real, just Tandy. And we have Cassidy's Tasmanian Devil, Daredevil, kind of lazy because Julian's running out of steam.
I just finally, it went magical.
It certainly did something. Went directions. I think we were forsaken when Nigel abandoned us. That's when I choose to believe that everything just crashed and burned. All right, you all. Thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful disaster. And yes, Cassidy, if you want me to put special girl hair, I left it off of your, but like I could throw a pigtail on there or something.
I think the pigtail would be funny.
All right, I'm gonna throw that out there.
I want to know if the cat will have special girl hair too.
The cat's wearing a hat, so I'm gonna say
It's under the hat.
it's under the hat. There we go. I added a ponytail.
Amazing. Yes.
Looks even more cursed now. So I gotta color all of those and stop playing Dragon Age long enough to do that. I'm so behind on everything because I've just been like playing Dragon Age nonstop. It's bad. All right, y'all. Thank you all for coming. Everybody, Cassidy, come back over here so they can say goodbye to you.
Yes.
We'll wait. I'll give it a second to catch up. Wait for it. Wait, there you go. You walked in. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Cassidy, for being our MC and helping out. And we will see all of you next time. And